Well, hello, welcome to a long-awaited ZEROTO60. I almost feel weird talking to the camera again, it's been so long. That is the longest break I've had on videos, I think, since 2019, and trust me, it was not by choice. Yeah, I'm sure you guys heard me talking about the fact that we're going to have to move. Unfortunately, leading up to the move-out period, which is really the last 2 weeks, just had a series of things go wrong. A few things that I was hoping to happen didn't happen, and it was just an accumulation of annoying situations, frustrating situations, and yeah, it's just been a bit of a nightmare. I will talk a bit more about our situation towards the end of the video, but the main thing that's really been running through my mind the last 2 weeks while I'm not doing videos, and it's something that I don't do enough, is thank everyone that helps. Even you guys that are watching this video. I think it is 2 weeks I haven't done a video, and I'm still checking comments. I still try and reply to all the comments, and there's been quite a few people comment, say, hey Andrew, what's going on, you guys all right? And it's quite heartwarming having people check up on us from all over the world. Thank you all so much, but thank you to everyone that supports the channel as well. Now this is just off the top of my head, there's no particular list, but wedge tuning, this man Ken, he's not normal. He's a car guy. I really love Ken. That sounds horrific. But he's just been so helpful. Not just with my car, or the Flomax car, but all the ZEROTO60 members. He's just so knowledgeable, and he loves the platform. And I know there's always going to be my tuner's better than your tuner. And I know Ken cops some flack every now and again, but that man knows more about the MSD80 and MSD81 platform than anyone else on the planet, or how to make it do cool things, put it that way. And he is a member of the channel. He was also the biggest donator to the GoFundMe when we blew up the Flomax car and the transmission. We probably would not be playing around with that Flomax car and that 8 HP if it wasn't for Ken. Dude, thank you so much. Guys, I'm going to put links to all these people down below. Please go and give them a follow, a click. Message them, please, because this is something else I need to work on with the channel. I need to get sponsorship, which we'll touch on towards the end of the video. And it's something that I've never really focused on. I didn't want to sell out, and I haven't. I still haven't sold out to Ken, which is why I don't talk about him that much. But he is a huge help, and I do really appreciate what he does. But yeah, we're going to have a bit of a change up. Anyway, other people that have helped out with the channel that I haven't thanked enough, just off the top of my head, Flow Designs. He messaged me and then he called me in January this year and said, would I do an install video on his splitter kit? And it was all around the time that everything sort of started to crumble in regards to our housing and work situation. And I did fit the Flow Designs kit, but that dude, just no questions asked, wanted to help out. I've paid him no money for that the spoiler kit, and it's friggin' awesome. It's a good product. He didn't need to give it to me, and he did. So, link to Flow Designs. I've been filming a little bit on that car during the last 2 weeks. There's some more issues, which I might talk about at the end of the video. But yeah, that Flow Designs kit, I bent it on almost a right angle, and it just goes back to shape. It's a really good designed lip kit. Other people that I really need to thank, the ZEROTO60 members. I've stayed in contact, well, not as much as I'd like to, but I've been in the ZEROTO60 member chat. All those guys know what's going on with the move, and I always try and update you guys, but thank you so much for monetarily supporting the channel. There's a couple of guys in there, Scott, JB, I don't know why you guys stick out my head, but I know you've been there since day one, and you're always still quite active in the chat. Thank you so much, really appreciate it. Who else has been helpful this year? Top Don, that stupid little jump starter. I cannot tell you, we had 12 cars on the property. Some of them didn't work, you might know. And that jump starter was so helpful in the 2 weeks that we've been moving everything off the property. We used it to power the winch. It's had a workout. It's been faultless. And again, they just sent it to me. They didn't really want anything in return. They just wanted me to talk about the product. So here I am. I'll put a link to go and buy that. That has been through hell. Like I've winched until it's like 3 volts on the jump pack, just charge it up and it seems to work again. It's really good. Also, I need to thank all of the people that chipped in for the GoFundMe. That was huge back in January. Had no idea that we were going to be losing the premises in January, February time, and again, if it wasn't for you guys, that Flomax car would not be the car it is. Unfortunately, with the Flomax, it looks like that 8 HP does need a rebuild. It's just getting worse and worse, and I did check the oil. I think I checked the oil maybe 2 weeks ago. It was one of the last cars to go on the hoist back at the old shop, and the oil is just, it's more clutch material than oil. So unfortunately, that URO pan that was on the car for an hour has properly damaged clutch packs. But hey, that does mean there will be a 8 HP rebuild video coming one day in the future if we get another shop. Somebody else that I really need to give a shout out to, that I talk about him a little bit, but Bryce from BM Retrofits, he's become my go-to man when I break something with a BMW that involves coding or flashing. I'm going to put a link to his Facebook page down below. He is Queensland based. He's doing a lot of electrical stuff with BMWs, like fitting new head units. That leads me on to, I've done an Android review. Well, I've filmed half of it in my E92. That's now got a CIC in it, which I might release that video, but it was supposed to be a promoted video that all went to shite because the product's not very good. It's probably going to talk about it and maybe never get another sponsorship, which is the opposite of what I'm trying to do here. Can YouTube. And lastly, I need to thank Diecase. Yes, the China brakes. I wasn't happy with those China brakes that went on my E92 when I bought it from AliExpress, but I've got to be honest, all of the dealings and the emails that I've had with the team at Diecase have been, they're a good company. I know they just copy Brembo's, it's pretty shite from there, but they're trying to be a good brake company, and they try and help. I've sent them a few emails over the last couple of weeks whilst we've been on the move, and they said anything we can do to help. So, send me money. They didn't do that. But they do try and help. They do seem to care about their branding and their products. So shout out to Diecase. There's just a few companies that I don't do enough in return for, who do a lot for 0 to 60, and of course the members and the supporters and the viewers. I needed to publicly say thank you. So, what the hell's going on? Well, unfortunately, the 8 HP swap into Dave's 135, I actually filmed a bit of a video following on from, I think, the last video that's on the channel, which was when we fixed the error with the parking sensor module in the boot had water in it, and it was basically causing havoc with the CAN bus. But I fixed that, and I actually did it was about a 180 kilometer trip to Euroday, and I did film a little bit at Euroday, but really that, when I filmed, actually I'll play a little bit now. Well, the 8 HP has made it all the way to Lakeside. We are here with Dave 2.0 in Dave 3.0's car. I'm feeling pretty good about this swap. It drove down here perfectly. I didn't even drive. The chauffeur made it, and yeah, it's driving really, really well. I want to get the shift speeds sorted out. It feels like it's a little bit too slow on the shifts, but pretty happy with it. But we're here at Euroday. Now, I'd normally drive, but it is 11:30, so I'm 3 hours late to Euroday. There's just a lot of stuff going on, but we're gonna have a bit of a walk around, see what's going on. I might jump in somebody else's car just to get a little bit of track action. But man, it's nice seeing all these Euros. All right, let's see if we can actually get in where the action is. Yeah, that was the intro to Euroday, and really that was when everything started to crumble and I realized I can't get the videos done that I wanted to do. It also resulted the following day from that video, I went out and I was actually properly load testing the transmission. I'll play a little bit of a flat out launch with that 8 HP 45 in the 135 now. See what happens.
60, 100.
Yeah, and as the transmission was adapting and learning, it was shifting faster, and I was pretty impressed with that draggy time. I also did quite a lot of 60 to 120 testing before I gave the car back to Dave, but unfortunately, I ended up getting caught out trying to flash a flex tune onto that car. For some reason, both of my iPhones would not flash MHD. It was a 7 or 8 hour process to get it to take a flash, but it just kept bricking the DME. Did it with an Android phone eventually. Well, I did it with WinKFP first, then I did it with an Android phone and it got me going again. I haven't tried flashing another car since then, but basically it wasted most of the day trying to sort that out. I have planned to go and see Dave. The car's back on the Gold Coast. I will go down and we'll do a full review on the 8 HP 45 in that 135. What else has happened? Yeah, my single turbo. So I had the car booked in. It took nearly 6 weeks to actually get it to an exhaust shop. I had a couple of people cancel on me, but Kyle from, and I've forgotten his business name. God, I'm bad at this. I mean, it's not sponsored anyway, but Kyle hooked me up. I'll put a link to his Instagram, and he got the car in pretty quickly. He was about a 2-week wait. He is friends with Woody from the Skid Factory, which is how I got onto him. And yeah, got an exhaust on. However, when I got that car up on the hoist, I noticed that the wastegates had fallen off, and you wouldn't believe it. I've never seen it before, and I can't find anyone else that's had the same issue. Both of the T-bolts in the wastegate have snapped. So my wastegates are just hanging off. Now, unfortunately, the car can't come back here. But yeah, it's kind of annoying because I can't use that car still. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. It's currently at Jake's. We need to try and get some more wastegate V-band clamps. They're not T-bolts, well, they're T-bolts in the V-band clamps, and get that sorted. But guys, I just thought I'd come and show you how it's all changed and the madness that has ensued. You probably remember that we did have 5 shipping containers on the property, all nice storage, which is now all gone. And because of the rain that we'd had building up to it, it was an absolute nightmare getting the shipping containers off the property. It took a week instead of what would normally be 2 or 3 hours. In fact, the X5 come in clutch when one of the trucks got stuck on the lawn. This thing has done just over 3,000 Ks in the last week. Towing most of it, moving stuff all over the Sunshine Coast. Well, basically between Caloundra and Gympie, which is where all our stuff is currently scattered. Yeah, that's about it. The place looks massive. Looks a bit different, doesn't it? There's no BMW and Mazda RX-8 wrecking yard anymore. There is one other thing that I need to be honest with you guys about. Unfortunately, storage is insane. Rental is insane. We can't afford to do anything right now. It's madness since this whole COVID spike. We have done a deal with O'Reilly. It's gone. It's gone. I'll talk about where it's gone and what's going to happen with it. We will be able to film it a bit more, but it is no longer our car. Yeah, this is, it's all sad. This is the 0 to 60 workshop. Looks a bit different with nothing in here. Yeah, weird times. I really don't know what I'm going to do at this point in time. Rental prices on the Sunshine Coast have nearly doubled in the last 12 months. The only reason we've ever been able to do 0 to 60 in the capacity that we have in the last 2 years is because we were running multiple businesses from this address. We had 4 people living at this address, and my friend owned it, and he's never charged us enough money to rent it. So basically we had very cheap living, and we also had a business that was making a load of money. Unfortunately, we couldn't afford to relocate that business with the rent increases. It didn't make sense to, so we've sold that business. So now I don't have an income anymore. And I don't know, I might have to get a job. I really don't know what's going on. I want to live on with 0 to 60, but it's just strange times. I definitely can't afford a workshop or rent a workshop for 0 to 60. So I have been on a mad selling spree. I'm at a bit of a loss. I don't know how to move forwards yet, but I do want to keep making videos. I just don't know how I'm going to do it at this point in time. I'm currently living with my sister. David is living with his partner's sister, and it's just madness. I never thought I wouldn't be able to afford to rent a house. Crazy times. Thank you, COVID, for bumping the economy in an crazy amount. And to touch on this, I know not many people will even get to this part of the video, but this house, the reason that my friend has had to sell it, he bought it in 2017 as almost like a retirement plan. It's a lovely area. It's quite near Mooloolaba. We're 10 minutes from Mooloolaba here. And he paid mid-500s for it. And the real estate have recently valued it at nearly 3 times that. So it's nearly tripled in value in 5 years. Also, his other house got destroyed in the floods that we had in February, so he has to sell this. And you'd be mad not to, triple your money. But that gives you an idea on what property's done in this area. It's crazy. I don't want to move inland. Don't know what I'm going to do. But I'll keep you guys in the loop. I've still got a lot of sorting out. I've got a lot of paperwork to catch up on with the business sale. But there will be videos. I will get back on the videos next week. I have been planning out some videos that I can do whilst I'm staying in my sister's spare bedroom. videos that I should have done a while ago, like costs of single turbo kit, costs of the 8 HP swaps on both the 135 and also the 335. So I've got a fair bit of content coming, and we'll crack on with that next week. And we'll also try and work out how to fix the single turbo car and get on with that. Yeah, at this point in time, the only car we've sold is O'Reilly. We've still got all the other boxes. So there's a lot to come. I've just got to work out a better way to be able to afford to do it now that I don't have cheap rent. We'll see how we go. If anyone's got any ideas, that'd be great. Anyway, thank you all for watching. A bit of an update. Sorry it was so long between videos, but yeah, we went from 1,000 square meter shed to 5 shipping containers in this shed to now 2 20-foot containers, and it's just been condensing everything, begging, borrowing, and pleading for car park space at friends' houses. It's pretty crazy. Anyway, guys, thank you all. I love the support, and thank you to everyone that actually puts money behind 0 to 60. I really appreciate you guys that watch it, but the guys that go into their pockets and actually help us pay for stuff, huge. It means a lot. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. I feel a merch sale coming on, because I've still got a fair bit of merch. I might put some details in the link below to some discounted merch. All right, catch you.